T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Bring your appetite down to Big Belly Cafe, 140 Gore Street, Webster, Mass. for curbside, takeout, and indoor seating. Visit BigBellyCafe.com to view their hours, menu, and order online. For reservations, please call ahead at 508-949-2433. Follow Big Belly Cafe on Facebook for weekly and daily specials. And remember, all veterans receive a discount for their recognition of service. Big Belly Cafe. Reedy's Archery, located in Middleborough, Mass. at 121 Wood Street, has been a staple in the area since 1993 and has become the one-stop pro shop for competitive target archers and bow hunters from New England. Reedy's is open Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to visit Reedy'sArchery.com and follow them on Facebook to keep up with upcoming events. Reedy's Archery, dedicated to the archer. Wolf Aviation Network is the only flight school in the area utilizing the Airwolf Simulator AATD and the specialized Part 61 training program designed to save students money while increasing safety and efficiency. Creating safe pilots is our first priority. Our flight sim is the perfect training device. It is designed to prepare students adequately before taking flight in our aircraft. Fly with us and save money. Wolf Aviation. Reserve your spot at 413-563-1929 and visit wolfaviationnetwork.com.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Here's my resume again.
But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
The real-world experience.
it's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Make no mistake, reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's do it. All right. Good afternoon to welcome to another episode of FUBAR Studios. I have Chief Warrant Officer Ed Ricord. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that, but as we were just talking, I've just started to get to know you guys over the last couple days, last couple months. I know we've gone back and forth and stuff like that. So I just want to go, and dive right in and talk to you. And I want you to go ahead and just introduce yourself.
I didn't hear you.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm Ed Ricord, retired CW4. Task Force 214 in Somalia in 1993.
Well, thank you for your service, and I know you're doing the tribute bike to Task Force 214. That you're actually on your way to Fort Drum as we speak. Isn't that correct?
Yes, we're currently in Ottawa, Illinois.
All right. So, were you ever stationed ever at Fort Drum ever?
Never in my life. Always at Fort Bragg or Fort Campbell or Fort Carson.
All right. I was stationed at Fort Carson, Fort Bragg as well. Airborne right over here. But airborne all the way. So pretty much what you're doing right now is this bike that you're hoping that it's going to get into the museum up there.
Well, it's I don't know. We talked at the Fort Campbell Museum when we stopped in there, and so it's probably not going to end up museum, but it'll end up somewhere at Watertown around Fort Drum.
Oh, nice. Now, with your time in service and everything, I want to just go in as you served during the conflict. Well, technically, it was not. I don't know if it was considered a conflict, but it was an humanitarian aid with in Somalia. Were you in any other conflicts or anything while you're in the service?
I served in. I was part of the 82nd when we went into Grenada.
Okay.
And then with 5th group doing different ops, and 7th. I worked a little bit with 7th group in Central America, 5th group in Middle East, Africa, and then 10th group in Europe and Africa.
All right. And when you say 5th group, 7th group, and all that, you were just referring to Special Forces, right? SF?
Correct.
All right, Roger. I appreciate that. Again, I can't tell you enough. Thank you for your service and everything. And I know the way I got a hold of you, I got it in contact with you guys was James, I believe it James Wing.
Yes.
Which he's been following my podcast, stuff like that. And these are things that I bring onto the show and just talk about pretty much, the reasoning behind this whole tribute bike, the meaning behind it. That you have on the seat is a Purple Heart. What other stuff do you have on this bike that you've dedicated?
Okay. Yeah, you have the 6 names for the fallen from Somalia from the 10th Mountain Division. Well, 4 of them for 10th Mountain, and 2 are from the 101st Airborne Division out of Fort Campbell.
Okay.
Let's see what else is on the bike. Well, a lot of camouflage. The bike is wrapped in a desert, the chocolate chip camis that we wore in country. The like on the rider's left on the hornbell is 1 unit's crest, 187. We had a platoon. Yeah, we had a platoon from Charlie 187 with us, and let's see, the derby cover's got some dates on it for the dates of the 3 important dates for the task force in country. Let's see, the back of the name of the bike, because all bikes need a name, is Forgotten Bastards.
Yep. And that's again, that's referring back to the
to the task force.
Task force.
Correct. And then and if you work your way around, let's see, there's a CIB, a CMB on the back end of the bike.
Okay.
Because that's two of the awards that the guys individually received.
Okay.
On the rider's right, there's a couple covers in there that have engravings from let's see, the name of the operations for what they did. Cordon of search, search and recovery, and then search and rescue.
Okay.
The three main. On the console, though, is interesting. It's got the Army emblem, plus the 10th Mountain Division crest, and in the middle is a bullet that came out of Roland Caranzales on the 25th. Well, it didn't come out the 25th. It came out a year later, but that's the bullet that made him put him in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And he asked me to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, when he was the very first person to get this. He got to sign the bike.
Yeah.
And after he signed it, he said, I'd like you to put this on the bike somewhere. And I figured that was the appropriate place to put it.
Nice.
Let's see. Then on the front fender is 214th unit crest.
Okay.
Right, the Golden Dragons, and then I think we had the task force commander, Lieutenant Colonel Bill William David, and Command Sergeant Major Gerald Counts. They're on the front end of the bike with the logo I made for the Task Force 214.
Yeah. Now, with the whole bike and everything, what why? I know you were serving at that time, but really, what made it for you to really say, you know what, I want to do this? What kind of hit you to do that?
Well, I really hadn't been in touch with any of these guys for about 25 years, and I got a hold of Roland Corrales through a mutual friend, and then buddies of mine, Bragg, started sending me out notes. The Task Force Ranger in 2021 received had 60 of their awards upgraded to the Silver Stars, and DSCs. And I was like, okay, what about these guys? Task Force 214, they didn't receive anything near that. So I kind of, wife looked, well, you're pretty good at this. Why don't you build them a bike for them? And that's what I did. And it's a living tribute. The living tribute part is all the guys that are part of Task Force 214 get to sign the bike. So they get to put their name on the bike.
Nice.
And it's also a memorial, and that's just for the 6 names that are on the backrest. The guys from the 10th Mountain and the 101st that lost their lives in Somalia.
And that's amazing. That's what you're doing. It's absolutely amazing because again, a lot of people don't recognize a lot of these things that happen. They don't realize it.
Well, a little history on it is the Task Force 214 was a United Nations quick reaction force.
Yeah,
that's what their job was. It worked for the United Nations. Task Force Ranger had a different mission, and it just so happened that they got called in to go on and get the Rangers out on the 3rd and 4th October, 1993.
And was that's also when the whole thing with the Black Hawk Down, which was the
correct. That's
it was
correct. The 3rd and the 4th of October 1993 was Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, which they called that the UH-60 was it call sign was Courage, I think.
or something? What was the call sign?
No, well, Courage 5-3 was the one that was taken down on the 25th of September, 1993.
Okay.
Okay. I can't remember what I can't remember what the two Blackhawks call signs were that went down on the 3rd and the 4th of October.
That's what I was trying to remember is that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean that's absolutely amazing, and how has the military with these like Fort Campbell and as well as Fort Drum, how supportive have they been with this whole thing with bringing them over to bases?
Well, let's see, Fort Campbell, we really didn't take it on. We just we went to the museum there, talked to the curator or his staff about the bike, and they pointed out some bureaucratic issues about putting it in a museum. The 10th Mountain up in Fort Drum, because I have one of the guys that's from the 187. It's kind of took the lead for me because I needed to concentrate on getting the bike around to the Gold Star families. But he took the lead on it. I guess this Friday, the 214th is having their Mogadishu Mile, 30th anniversary Mogadishu Mile, and the wreath laying for the 214. But then the 187 is having their own ceremony on the 3rd of October there at Fort Drum.
That's why.
So we're trying to adjust our schedule. We're trying to adjust our schedule so we can be there for the 214th stuff. So if the veterans from Task Force 214 can see the bike and sign it.
That would be awesome. And that'd be great if they definitely work with that and be able to do it. Because again, it's like, when people do so much and they want to be able to do stuff like what you're doing, it kind of hits you when it's like, that whole bureaucratic with everybody just wants to say, well, can't really do this, can't do that.
Yeah, the biggest supporter we've had through this whole thing is American Legion. Both times we placed a bike in their locations, the two different posts. They were all in and really excited for us to be there, treat as well.
Have you tried to reach out to what is it, Rolling Thunder and stuff like that? I know they're
no, we haven't.
Yeah, because I know a bunch of the presidents that are over here in Massachusetts.
Right.
And then there was one guy that I remember. Gotta think I can reach out to him, but I mean I know it's short notice.
Well, tomorrow, after tomorrow, we're going to be at Evans Veterans Hospital, Hines Veterans Hospital in Chicago tomorrow. And then after that, we're open all the way until this coming Friday, when we're going to be moving up to New York. So if anybody between now and then, they just need to get a hold of us, and we can stop. They can see the bike and everything else.
Yeah, and I might, if you guys are up there still on Saturday, what I may do is because again, I think I'm a couple hours away.
Right.
But I mean, again, I'm that distance.
Yeah, we're scheduled to be in Watertown on the 30th of September.
Now you say Watertown, that's Watertown, New York, right?
Correct. Yeah, Watertown, New York on the 30th. We're not leaving there right now. Our schedule is the 5th. Well, we may be adjusting that to the 4th just so we have more time trying to get back to the Rockies.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let me see what I can do. I know I've got some time that I can look at and see if I can do something. But I think I'm going to reach out to a few people. I'm going to send them messages tonight. Reach out to them, see who they know out in New York, and see if they can throw something together.
Yeah, because we're kind of like, once we leave Chicago, we're going to drop into Indiana, hit Ohio, Pennsylvania, and then go up to New York from there.
Yeah, so I'll send that out and see what I can do. By the time this airs, which will be Wednesday,
Okay.
it would already be probably too late. But I'm gonna message them tonight and see what I can do on that, because that's again, that's something that I was thinking about that beforehand, which I should have asked regarding the Rolling Thunder and stuff like that, because there's so many people that again, I know that do stuff like this, even Patriot Guard,
Right.
And then you got the American Legions riders and stuff like that do a lot of stuff.
Right.
They've been a good supporter of you guys, so that, I mean, again, with American Legions, that's always a plus. And let me reach out. I'll reach out to a few people and with that, and see what I can do with that. But have you ever heard of the that whole I know you've heard of it. It's the POW MIA chairs. Someone I know has been doing that, which is Joe D, who started trying to get all the stadiums, football stadiums and baseball stadiums with the POW MIA chairs, which he hasn't been doing that because he'd gone through quite a bit. But he was also a president. Thunder. Okay. But let me see what I can do.
There's no problem. And your point of contact would be Laura, because I'm doing all the driving and I got to do all the speechifying. So
and you're a busy guy, and she's I know I've been talking to her, and she's even been busy too with 2 new grandkids. So
yeah, and it's important everybody understand. You can see all the pictures of this bike that you want.
Yep.
Read all the articles until you see it in person. That's when you really go. You step back and go, "Wow."
Yeah,
at least that's what everybody's told me.
It will give you the chills and goosebumps.
Yeah.
You actually see it in person. It's just like, again, it's just like the wall down in DC. It's all that stuff that it finally hits you and you realize it. It's like it means a whole lot more.
Right. And Laura's over here buzzing around in my ear. And we do have a Facebook page for the bike, and it's a tribute bike page.
Yep.
And it's a public forum, and anybody can go on it, make comments, but then they can read the articles that she's got posted on there and everything.
Yeah, I'll be sharing all that even more. I know on this once this airs, I'm going to post all that and pin it on the comments down below, and I'll push it out to my followers and subscribers, which right now I just hit 520 followers.
Okay.
On this, so I'll be pushing that out for you, and then but pinning that down below in the comments. Definitely, I'm going to see about what I can do to come out there again, because it's only a couple hours.
All right.
So
we appreciate it.
No, I know all the veterans that served during that time would appreciate it, and everything else. Again, without all the veterans just sticking together and helping one another out, that's what means so much. And
it's not so much the awards for the guys.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be, like I say, living tribute and memorial bike, but it's also to get public recognition for these guys that kind of feel like they got kicked to the curb. Other things were happening, and all they didn't do much in Somalia.
Yeah, no, it every little bit, and that again, it's the awards mean nothing. It's more just the knowing that those veterans gave their life, for those.
Okay. There's 6 of them on there that put their blood on the altar of freedom.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what it's about. So, I really appreciate it, Chief, on you coming and taking the time. I know you're probably exhausted. You look exhausted. So, I don't want to
Well,
keep it too long. So,
Well, when we get done with this odyssey with the bike, we'll put 14,000 miles on across the country. So
God bless you on that. I can't. I drive a tractor trailer. It's all local. I just can't. I can't do it no more. I'm like, man, too much driving now, and I've got so many miles. But I'm like, now I'm trying to pick up being getting my private pilot's license. Now I want to be able to.
okay.
Good times. So again, I really appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much, Chief.
My problem.
You enjoy the rest of your evening and drive safe and keep the rubber to the on the road.
All right, we will. You be
all
safe,
right.
and God bless all.
God bless you too as well, man. Have a good one, Chief.
Okay, and Lori, you got a question for you.
She's got a question.
Yes, sir.
I work for a living.
Once it airs, can you make sure we have a link on the Facebook, so I can put it on the Facebook page?
Oh, absolutely. I will make sure you have it.
Because we have met 5 of the 6 Gold Star families, the guys that are listed on the bike. We'll meet the 6th one tomorrow, and
right.
I want to be able to share it with all of them.
When you do that one, do you do videos of them when they're signing it and all that?
I take pictures.
Take pictures. Okay.
Yes. No, I don't do the videos much, but I will take pictures. And the 2 Gold Star families we met today, I will edit the pictures and put it on the Facebook page this evening.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Have a wonderful evening. And
you too. Bye-bye.
Shut up! Yeah. Shut up! You suck! Stop, in the name of all that which does not suck.
Thanks for watching FUBAR Studios Veteran Reinforcement. Please make sure to check out the FUBAR Studios on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and visit the website at fubarstudio.com. FUBAR Studios is a Code Sinister One production.